Hello guys, my name is Kayla Reall and welcome back to my channel, and I have a rant for you guys today. Slash a story time, basically. This all started on Tinder, the beautiful site of Tinder. And I met this guy who I thought was pretty cool. He was really nice. We decided to meet up, okay? So I was showing my roommates his picture, and Corinne, one of my roommates, was like, Kayla, do you see how old he is? And I looked at his age. He was almost 10 years older than me, which is fine for some people, but for me, I'm not really okay with that. So, but I had already set up a date with him. I had already said yes to a time, and he was already on his way over, so I couldn't cancel on him. He came over, and he was really, really nice. He's a super sweet guy, but there was just something off about him. Fast forward a couple of weeks, and we had hung out a little bit more, just played pool or rocks, and we just hung out as a huge group, and we never really went on like a single date together, okay? 2 weeks later, I'm just done with this guy. Like, he is really weird. I have this really weird feeling about him. I don't know what to do. My roommates are like, Kayla, like, he's a lot older than you. We all have a really weird feeling about him. Like, he's a good guy, but there was just something off, okay? So in 2 weeks, he comes over yet again. Now, we don't really talk over text very much. We barely talk to each other unless he wanted to hang out, and then he would come over and we would talk then. So he came over again. I did not actually mean to invite him over, okay? I got 2 texts at the same time, both of them asking to hang out. I meant to say yes to one, but I didn't say yes to one. I said yes to the other one who I wasn't wanting to come over, and it was just a whole big mess. So this guy comes over instead, and I'm freaking out a little bit because I don't know what to do. And I'm trying every little thing to make sure he gets the hint that I'm no longer interested. Just like as friends. Like, I just want to be friends. And he decides, let's go play pool. Now I had just told my roommates, like, help me get out of this. Like, help me because he's going to make a move. I know he's going to make a move. We went to go play pool, and it was getting a little weird. Like, he started getting closer to me, and I just kept like backing away and making sure that our distance was kept. So I didn't make any contact with him, and then I texted my roommates. I was like, can you guys come out? Like, come out. I don't want to be really rude. I had been blunt with him before this, actually. I said, like, hey, I'm not really interested. I'm really sorry. But he still didn't get the hint. Even when it's like pushed in your face. My roommates came over and we started playing rocks, which is another pool game. But we started playing that, and then we decided to go back to my apartment. And he followed. Even though I was like, hey, like, have fun, see ya. And we all left. And then he freaking followed me. Okay. And then he sat on the couch. Now, I did not want to sit by him, so I made every excuse to be up and moving the entire time. Well, we ran out of stuff. He's still here, and I didn't want to be like extremely rude, so he was sitting like here on the couch, so I sat further away. Like, there's space between us, okay? And then I put a blanket and a pillow in between us. If that's not a big enough hint, other than me actually telling you I wasn't interested, I don't... So, while we were sitting next to each other, he kept, like, poking me, and I'm really ticklish, so he just kept tickling me, and I, like, can't help myself but laugh, because I'm being tickled, but I don't want to be tickled at the same time. It was just weird. So, while he was, like, tickling me, I put the blanket over his head and motioned to my roommates, help me get out of this. I need to get out of this now. This is not okay. Please get, like, they were doing nothing. Oh, he grabs the blanket and throws it, and the tickling war has finally ceased, and then he puts his arm around me and like pushes me onto him, okay? The pillow is still in between us, so it's the most awkward like cuddle thing that's ever happened. And then the little freak grabs my hand and holds it, and I don't even like turn my hand. I just like have him do this. So I'm just sitting there. I'm so stiff. I don't know what to do. My roommates are not helping me. Finally, he gets the hint that he's gonna leave after I have finally gotten up again and started doing other stuff. And he gets the hint. But then we walk out together. Like, I'm not going to be rude. I walk him to the door. Okay. He's like, oh, like, I need to talk to you about something. I was like, oh, crap. Okay, I'm just going to get this over with. So we walked down to the lobby of my complex, and he gives me a hug, and then tries to, like, lean in for a kiss. And I put my hand up to his face and, like, sorry, I'm not interested. And then I ran away. I didn't know what to do. So I, like, booked it back up the stairs and then left. And we haven't spoken since. Now, the reason I'm telling this story is because yesterday, my friends and I had walked to Taco Bell and then decided to get into a car with one of my other friends and drive back home. And we stopped at a traffic light, and we were all dancing and partying in the car, windows down, and I look over, and on the crosswalk is this guy, and he's holding a baby. And I don't even know, like, he looks my way, and I know he saw me. But I, like, saw him, and then continued like, dancing to pretend that I didn't see him. And everyone in the car was like, Kayla, like, you just saw that, right? Like, you saw him, right? I was freaking out. I was like, guys, just act normal, wait for the blasted little thing to turn green so we could go and get out of this. This is so awkward. One of my roommates had said he probably has a kid and is married and has a kid. Like, she just had the weirdest feeling that he was married and had a kid, and she just kept telling me that, okay? Later on in that day, one of my other roommates comes back and was like, hey, Kayla, I saw his, like, so-and-so sitting down at the devotional with another lady and a baby in his arms. The baby barely looked like a year. And so I'm just so... I don't know, like, I'm trying to, like, give him the benefit of the doubt, but, like, all the facts are, like, coming together, and we all had the weirdest feeling about him. He wouldn't text me very much. When he did text me, it was only, like, for a certain period of time, and when he could hang out, like, some nights he couldn't hang out because he wouldn't tell me why he couldn't hang out, and other times he was like, oh, I'm coming over. Like, out of the blue, when I didn't even say he was allowed to come over. Like, it was just really, really weird. And now I know why. I apparently was the other woman without knowing it. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I don't know what to think. And when I told my roommate that had mentioned, like, he's married and has a kid, just watch. She was like, I told you so. He has a freaking kid. So yeah, that's the story of how I was the other woman, basically. I feel horrible. Yeah, if you guys liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you had any experience like this or have noticed that there's something off about a guy or a girl that you were dating and then find out that they're married in the end, comment down below, because apparently this happens a lot more often than I think. Because my roommate apparently has had this kind of situation happen to her before, so that's cool. I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day, and if you are, that is great. I really hope that you guys are living up and becoming an even better person than you already are. Yeah. Bye, guys.